Hey guys, Destin Magic here, and I actually had a pretty good day today, surprisingly, because this whole month went straight to hell. I mean, there was really nice weather, had a pretty good day at work today, had some fun tonight, and you know, it really puts me in the mood to mega rant. This one's like Money Edition 2.0, although some of you might be able to identify with this a little bit more, because there was a lot of my broke brothers in the last comment section, but some people were like, nah, I grew up rich, but I'm not a dick. That is likely the case. I've noticed that MTG players as a whole compared to society are a lot nicer, like just on average. Well, except Met Deckers, they're human scumbags. But here's something that pisses everybody off. Borrowing money to friends. Now, if you're about to say, I've never actually done that, Desolator, let me stop you right there. And don't. Just don't. Just don't ever do that. Tell them you just got mugged on the way to finding out you have cancer. I don't care what you tell them, do not give them money because you are never going to see it again. Well, that is unless you're me, because there is nowhere on planet Earth to hide if you owe me so much as $5. I am never going to let you forget it. I usually, if I borrow somebody any amount above $4.99, we'll say, I get out my permanent check writing security pen out of my pocket, write it directly on the skin on the back of my hand. No, I don't make them sign it. That would be weird, but that ain't getting washed off for days. And then I wake up every morning and look down and see it, and I'm like, oh, that's right, they owe me money. And then by the time it washes off, I've seen it enough times that it's already imprinted in my brain. So trust me when I say there is nowhere on planet Earth you can go if you owe me money, because I am getting that money back. If you sign up for the Mars mission, get all trained and think you're far enough away at frickin' Cape Canaveral, wherever the hell they're launching from, you blast off, and then you're like, oh, I'm safe. I don't owe Desolator that $5 anymore that I spent on a combo at Wendy's. And then you're like, oh, I better sit back and relax. Bit of a long journey. Oh, wait, I gotta take a piss. Go into the bathroom on the spaceship. Surprise! We've got a stowaway on board. Where the hell's my $5 at? Oh, your spacesuit doesn't have pockets? So you didn't bring your wallet? You didn't think you need to get out your credit card at Mars? Well, then you better start stuffing some Mars rocks down your underwear for the return trip and hit up eBay on the way back. And if we're hanging out and I'm driving somewhere and I'm like, hold up, I gotta stop for gas, and then you're like, oh, I'll come in too with you, let me get a 99-cent bottle of Aquafina. You are gonna get a death stare that makes Luigi's look nice by comparison. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just go to Google and type in Luigi Death Stare. Oh, this epic stank eye will pierce into your soul with burning conviction about that dollar that could have been mine, plus tax. If somebody were to borrow $5 from me, and then I immediately get hit by a bus, why is it always a bus? I don't know. Got a bit of a bus thing going on this channel lately. No, I'm not afraid of buses. I will say, though, the buses in my area have really dumb old drivers who can't see a damn thing. Actually, come to think of it, my friend got hit by a bus. Well, shoot, the buses are the human's natural predator, apparently. Anyway, if I get hit by a bus, you know that ain't the end of it. Not only will my lawyer be suing you on behalf of the estate for accounts payable, but I will haunt you. You will not be able to get rid of me. You jump on like a YouTube channel, fire up the mic and start talking, you're gonna get an EVP in the background of me saying, where my $5 at? They're like, oh shoot, was that Des? You get out the Ouija board? Oh, it's gonna spell out, give me that $5, put it in my coffin. I'm taking it with me. So I was talking to somebody online the other day, and they said that they really are not happy with the fees at their particular bank. They basically charge for anything. Now, I heard a rumor, and you might be able to confirm this, that in like huge cities like New York, the real estate is so expensive, and then they have to just scale up the staff and the staff hours and the staff, payments, obviously, and wages or whatever, that they have to charge a counter fee. So they're really pushing the online banking, because if you have to do anything at the counter, they will charge you like a $1 counter fee just to talk to somebody to cover the cost of the staff. And honestly, mostly the building. What the hell? I thought my bank was bad. Oh my God. But my friend was talking about this one. No, I'm not going to name them. I have a feeling that since I've never heard of them, they're not that big. But if you show up with a jar full of change and then you want it sorted, they're taking like 5-10%. I mean, okay, the machine ain't free. Coinstar does kind of the same thing. I don't know, they kind of changed their fee structure lately. It's actually a little bit better. But okay, I get it. That's annoying. It's time consuming, the equipment, whatever. But guess what? If you hand them a stack of 100s over a certain amount in a month cumulatively, not individual transactions, they will charge you as a deposit fee, as a cash depositing fee. Okay, so he asked them last time he was there, he's like, why? I'm literally giving you money. You can go loan this out. I know how banks work. I am giving you money, cash money. What the hell? And they said, oh yeah, but see, people tend to deposit like this type of bill, and then we need this type of bill, and then we got to pay on both ends to have the Brinks truck bring the cash here, and then to also like bring it somewhere else. I guess there's some truth to that, but guess what? It doesn't offset. If you were to deposit exactly $20 bills and then come back the next day and take out $20 bills, nope, they're going to charge you on the deposit. Strangely, they don't charge you to take the money out. I think that might actually be illegal, though. Actually, I think my bank has like a $5 or $10 account closing fee, so there's that. But this bank, they also charge for wire transfers, and I know because me and him both do stuff with Bitcoins. So to get a United States to United States into a business checking account wire transfer costs like a bit of money. I mean, I don't even remember what he said. I think he said like $14. What the hell? I actually checked my bank charges for that too. I really should switch. Oh, and their excuse was something to the effect of like they have to pay a third party to like manage it or be the middleman or something, and it's like an exchange fee. I'm so sure they're not marking it up, considering it's a different amount at every bank. So yeah, honestly, if that sounds like your bank, switch, preferably to a credit union. And then there's Wizards of the Coast. Oh, you thought this was off topic, right? You thought wrong, bro. Wizards, how the hell much money do you think I have? You can't just add another Masters set. In fact, let me give you a hint about how much money I have. I lost 4 digits, we'll just put it that way, on Amon crap. That was the worst set you've ever released in the history of the game, by far. Nothing is going to ever top that. Remember the first Jurassic Park movie, that big pile of Triceratops crap? If you were to light that on fire, it would be Amonkhet. That is how Amonkhet was made. The set's actually designed quite well. It's just nobody bought it. You want to know why? Because Masters. Eternal Masters, Modern Masters, I always forget what it's called. Iconic Masters. I keep wanting to call it Ideal Masters because Skyrim. Those are expensive. $9.99 a pack. Are you freaking kidding me? Yes, ignore the fact that I made like $800 profit on MM3 and I'm a vendor and that's completely different than even being a customer. I don't care. I don't have any damn money. Stop adding new sets. Stop adding things that I might want to buy. You want to know the real reason Amonkhet crashed? Not because it was poorly designed, not because half the mechanics were split into the second set, not because people were disinterested, entirely because of the Kaladesh block power. Not because of the size of the set, nothing. It's because people can only spend so much money. Now, I don't have a business degree, but I did play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. That's kind of the same thing. Because you know what I noticed? If somebody walks into the park with $130 and I charge them $129 at the door, they're not going to spend very much money in my park. Why? Is my park not good enough? Maybe I should clean it up and upgrade it and add more restaurants. No, it's because they only have so much damn money. They do not have a magical money summoning printing device in their pocket to print more damn money. Also, I guess the game didn't use credit cards. Kind of falls apart if you think about that, but it's not reality, is it? If you don't have money and you're buying Magic the Gathering product on credit, you're an idiot. So I guess that's really not a factor after all. People only have so much money. If you do not want a $70 EV the day after release with your next set, I would highly recommend cutting the number of side sets. Hell, that goes double for me. I get paid once a month, not once every 2 weeks. Hey, speaking of borrowing money, let me tell you about my parents. About 12 years ago, bought a car, traded in my old one because, well, it could barely drive to the dealership. I kind of destroyed one of the brake assemblies, snapped both the shocks, and did something. I think I warped the rotor on the other side. So traded that one in, and I was a little bit short paying cash for my car. So I didn't want to have a non-clean title, a lien against the title. So I just borrowed $900 from my parents, and it was like, I don't know, a $6,500 car or something. That's right, I paid cash for it when I was like 18. I used to have money before I had to pay rent. Actually, as soon as I turned 18, I had to pay rent to live at my parents' house. Hey, like I said, my family, if we see an opportunity to make money, we make it. So there it is. So I borrowed $900 from them and said, because I was doing just, odd jobs and a couple like in-home computer repairs still, even after high school. So I made more than enough to pay them $200 a month. Now, $200 a month is what I would pay if I got like a 4-year loan on like a $15,000 to $20,000 vehicle. So I thought $200 a month was very generous. That sucker would literally be paid off in like 4.5 months. Well, I didn't know that my parents were loan sharks. I didn't owe them any interest, but oh my God, I made every single payment on time, the day of, in cash, okay? First of the month, wake up, I probably honestly paid it before noon. Never missed a payment, never had to be reminded, nothing. Didn't even complain about February only having 28 days. Every single time. I spent like 99 cents on a pack of gum. They're like, oh, but you gotta pay us next month. I'm like, well, next month is next month, and this month is this month, and I already paid you this month. So yeah, we're good. Trust me, I'll have the money. Like 4 payments in, they're still on my butt every time. Oh, you spent $20 on this. Dude, make sure you got enough money to pay us. I literally printed off an income statement and balance sheet for all of my income from computer repairs and other stuff I was doing, handed it to them and said, here's my average monthly income for the last 6 months. What kind of credit score does this informally get me with you? Will it get you to just climb down off my back about this? My God, I've never heard so much complaining and threatening and stuff over a payment that I never miss. My credit score was like 850 at that point. I mean, not literally. It was actually so low I couldn't even get a loan because it was just empty because my name wasn't on anything. No car loans, no cell phone bill, none of that. But with them, I was batting 1,000, okay? So by $900, I mean it was $978 or something like that. So I had it calculated that for my last payment, I didn't owe them $200 flat. I owed them $178. So I called up the bank, said, by tomorrow, can you have 178 $1 bills ready for me? And they're like, yeah, sure. I mean, we probably don't even have to custom order that. Just don't worry. We'll get it ready, set it aside tomorrow morning. Just show up after like 9 and we'll be good. I'm like, sweet, perfect. If you can, put it in 100 and then 78 with the little money bands. And they didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I'm like, not only do you work at a bank, but if your bank doesn't use those little money band things that say 100 and you wrap it and they're like self-adhesive, have you watched TV, movies, anything? They seriously, honestly did not know what I was talking about until I got there. I'm like, can you wrap these? This isn't going to fit in a bank envelope. So yes, I handed my parents 2 big honking stacks of 1. And the funny thing is, they banked at the same bank as me. So they brought it back the next day to deposit it, got the same bank teller that I worked with. And she goes, is this the same money that Des just took out? Literally still had the paper wraps on it. The answer is yes. You don't even have to ask. Yes, it is the same money. But you know what? It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. For real, though, my credit score actually in real life right now is over 800. I guess that proves them wrong, doesn't it? I don't know why they didn't trust me. They know damn well how much I made. I spent my money on really stupid crap back then. I mean, 18, 19-year-olds are kind of stupid. Hey, if I get a time machine, I'm going to go back in time and slap myself and say, take 50% of your money and set it aside because I am broke as hell in the future. Also, don't work here, or here. Bit of a waste of 5 years, if you ask me. Oh, and then I'll, give myself the Powerball numbers. Why wouldn't I do that? Just spend your money on whatever the hell you want. I'm bringing the Powerball numbers. By the way, quick reminder to anybody over the age of 18 who lives in the U.S., the Mega Millions jackpot is stupidly ridiculous right now, assuming nobody won it tonight, assuming they drew it tonight. Shows you how familiar with the lottery I am. So yeah, don't miss out. The payout almost exceeds the odds. Actually, no, it does. I think it does actually right now, just if you don't count taxes. I mean, if you count taxes and take away the annuity value, you're screwed. It's a terrible investment /bet/gamble /whatever. But then again, isn't the money going to a great cause? 42% straight to the government. The U.S. government got to help them out. They don't have any money. Just kidding. Screw the government. Stupid Obama taking all my money, giving it to fat people because they need 10 times more medical care than I do. Actually, how many times is it when mine is 0 and theirs is like a lot? What's the spread there? What is that multiplier? Well, I mean, I pay cash at a lot of the doctors, a lot of smaller clinics and stuff. Anyway, this video is getting boring and weird, so let me know your favorite story about money. And if you have too much of it, teespring.com in the description. You can pick up a Desolator Magic t-shirt. And, I don't know, hopefully people will just assume that if you watch my channel, you're armed at all times and won't mug you. Also, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I guess I'll spoil it right now. I am making the mug. If you don't know what mug I'm talking about, what the hell have you been watching this week? I'll just let it be a surprise when it comes out. I'm going to be gone working all weekend. This is going to be a new record too. It's going to be, if you count time sleeping at the hotel, like 38 straight hours of work. Oh, don't expect a video from me tomorrow night either. We're staying in a hotel. Kind of just said that. Oh, by the way, YouTube Red and Patreon are always options. So, yeah, if you have way too much money, send it to me. Like I said in the last video, if you absolutely hate your family members and don't get along with them at all, and tomorrow you get hit by a bus, because like I said, bus is very dangerous. The buses are coming for you. I am warning you right now. Your family's going to get that money. So it's a lot safer in my hands. Yeah, that is the worst Patreon pandering I've ever heard personally. So good night, everybody, and I'll see you next video.